Hello and welcome to Haylett RV, everybody. My name is Josh the RV Nerd, and if you're looking for big sleeping in a small space, I got the one for you. It's the 179DBK Wildwood, which I'm guessing stands for double bunks outside kitchen. This is like one of the smallest campers where you're ever going to find a set of double over double bunks. Usually in single axle campers, you get those single size little coffin bunks, and if you want anything other than a little kid on there, or a big dog, frankly, you're gonna have a hard time fitting them. What's cool about this one is that this can sleep multiple adults in a small camper or big kids. There's a lot of people who just camp casually or just don't want to go broke buying a big giant fancy pants kind of thing, just need something simple, small, want to get their family out for the weekend. This is going to do it. It's going to do it in style and comfort. It's no slides. It's easy. It's got the camp kitchen to really kind of supplement what could also be considered, I think, a limited kitchen space inside, but you're going to spend time cooking outside. You don't even have to go in and out to get to the fridge because you got one out there. Also has something everybody loves, that giant door side window over there giving you an awesome look at your site, so you don't have to look at the neighbors. That's weirdly easier to find on a no-slide camper. Now, sometimes you see a single axle and 3,300 pounds, you think, man, that's a lot for a single axle. It's a 5,000 pound rated axle. The RV has something like just under a 4,900 pound GVW. It's an axle that is up to the job. This new for 22 over here has the enclosed accessibelly, like the big Wildwoods. That, I think, is one of the features that I'm most excited about seeing on these. Now, ironically, I think it's actually looking outside where we see the first of a lot of really good qualities on this camper, because it has that XL door side, like picture window basically, and it opens for breeze, so you can get a good look at your campsite and keep yourself from sweating to death if you're just running some fans. You'll see it's carpetless, and this is what I'm going to call a seat and a half dinette. Since the camper's 7'6" wide, a lot of single axles are only 7 foot wide. It means that like you can have an adult and a kid on both sides of the bench. And it's, don't get me wrong, you're going to be elbow to elbow, but you can make that work. But this kind of camper, I think it's about those close family moments. Now, one of the other new for 22 features on here is the way that they've kind of churched up their little Jiffy sofa. Instead of just a pair of dinette back cushions, which never really wanted to fit well, they've basically, they borrowed a couple real sofa back cushions straight from Big Brother Full Blood Wildwood from a Versa Lounge to give you a far more comfortable seating space. And this right here is one of the other major qualities that makes this RV work. It doesn't have a slide out, but the Murphy bed setup on this gives it the space and really the seating of a camper with a slide without the weight, cost, and money involved. So how does that thing work? First thing you're going to do is take the cushions off the back of the... Oh. I already took the cushions off. I really freaked myself out for a minute there. You're just going to pop the cushions off and you can stow them out of the way anywhere. Actually, this little corner over here, nobody really walks there. It's a perfect space because the bed's going to mostly cover it. So you can just kind of pile them up over here real quick. Secondly, there's just a simple little U-latch over here. And it's not like a Rockwood Mini Light with that whole bed north-south drop-down kind of thing. This is shorter, this is lighter, this is smaller. This is what you have to do to accomplish shorter, lighter, smaller. You have to come with some kind of corner queen bed like this. But notice how the bed has a whole platform and it rests on the side stands over here so that it's not sitting on a sofa cushion, so you don't have that like soft spot in the middle if you lay on it, where you're like, when you lay in it, you feel like you're always being rolled over toward the middle of the bed, and then the two of you are like locked in a staring contest or something like that. And good luck rolling out of those things, I swear. Now after that, you're just going to pull down the mattress. And just so that we're clear, this is a 60 by 74 camp queen. It's not a true queen. It's kind of true queen capable though, if you're willing to do some stuff and make some sacrifices. That extra closet over here, because this camper is 7'6" wide, you're getting an extra closet. If you felt like taking that out or modifying it, you could get a true queen in here. You're going to cover your household and your USB outlets over there. So, again, you're going to have to decide which one of these things is most important to you. I probably wouldn't go messing with it. I don't know that you need to, because even as tall as I am, take a look at this. If I sleep stiff as a feather, straight up and down, I'm still barely, but I am on the mattress. You know that guy who lives below your bed who's got razor sharp fangs? but he can't penetrate the bed sheets, he's not gonna get me down here, okay? The other thing is, I don't know about you, I don't sleep like this. I sleep on my side, curled up, like this. And suddenly, I've got all kinds of very comfortable room around me. So yes, it's a short queen, but it's long enough for most people, I think. Now, a couple other things here. That full storage above the bed, that's pretty obvious. But again, being 7'6" wide, that extra closet space over there, that is something you don't often get in a single axle camper because it doesn't have the body width. Now, down here in the side stand, we got a whole bunch of fun stuff, including, oh yeah, my hat. I set that down earlier and I've been looking for it and it's been sitting there the whole time. Anyway, you've got your prep point here for a solar charge controller, another standard new for 22 feature. Household and USB outlets. You're going to see USB plugs all over the place on this. And over here, next to my hat, is actually a portable Bluetooth speaker. These Wildwoods, they don't actually come with like an onboard stereo like a lot of campers. Instead, they include a portable Bluetooth speaker because a lot of people, like myself included, I just Spotify everything. I just, fire up the phone and I start streaming my music. So they just said, hey, why not just go with that? Because now you could take that out. You could set it directly on the picnic table. It's not loud speakers that are way up high on the camper that are only able to be heard by the neighbors and people in the International Space Station. Instead, you can keep the volume where you want it. And frankly, they get some pretty decent sound. If you feel like putting a TV in this camper, you'd put it up there in that corner just below those hookups. And remember, this is basically a wood stud trailer. So roughly every 16 inches on center, you've got another place where you can mount one of those. And they do this kitchen right. They updated their kitchen very similar to like a Wolf Pup kitchen here, where you have the sink cover that is flush with the counter and that little 2-burner stovetop right there, which it doesn't eat up all of the counter space, Showing you everything opened up here, this does have that same 10.7 cubic foot DC compressor fridge that you find on a lot of bigger trailers here on this little guy, which I think is a very welcome feature. And you can see how that's a nice big farm sink, which is a rare find in a little camper like this. A lot of times you find something just a little bit smaller, and it's okay, but it's not like pots and pans capable. Up top here, this isn't just a skylight. It is also a powered vent fan. Just like in the bathroom, it's a simple little 4-inch blade fan. It's made just to do some light duty air movement, like help exhaust some heat if you've been cooking in the camper. And the bathroom fan obviously is made just to handle the bathroom needs. But because it's already a powered vent fan, if you want to put an upgrade into it, it's not real awful hard because the wiring and everything's already been run over there. Now that dinette can fold down into an additional sleeping space. You do have black pleated shades for privacy on your bedside and dinette side window right there, that big door side picture window. But check out the windows in the back. Like when you're sitting here on the Jiffy sofa, notice how you've got those two rear windows and they both open for airflow. So when you're sitting right here, you've got airflow windows there. You've got the screen door to your left. You've got the dual airflow windows in the back that let you keep an eye on the back of your campsite. That's, a little campsite security thing like that. That's no small feat. Not to mention windows over here. The only place this doesn't have good visibility is just straight off the front of the RV because, even if I don't know why you would do it in this class, but if you put like a front windshield or something like this on it, the bed would cover it up, Now, notice too that those windows have their own little individual curtains. Nice little touch. And then down here, and again, remember, the double beds. That is really hard to find in a single axle class. Down here, this could either be a mother-in-law suite, or it could be perfect little pet palace. I'm sure you spotted the full-size air conditioner up top. And this camper does have a 6.5-foot ceiling height, by the way. So you can walk right under that and not hit your head on those little knobs or anything there. Now, over here, the bathroom is surprisingly well appointed, albeit simple. And I'm going to acknowledge something. I'm not blind. I see the ripple right there in that shower surround paneling. We're going to get that taken care of. I wish that wasn't there. But I'm also not going to act like it's not there and be like, oh, no, no, that's the greatest thing. I can acknowledge where something's not okay, but we take care of that stuff at Haylett RV. Let's start with legroom here. You've got enough. And then notice you've got just an easy step-in shower that, by the way, we're going to have that clean for you also before you take the RV home at no additional charge. That's part of our no fees thing. But you've also got headroom. And again, you've got enough. You know, it's not too much, it's just enough. The wall over here is blank, which actually makes me think I would add like a little towel bar right there. And again, just like the TV mount, with this being a wood-studded trailer, it's very easy to add little things like that to the RV without, you don't even got to be like super mechanically inclined. Like, I'm an idiot with tools. That's something I could accomplish. And let's hear for the updated graphics package on this. Last year this had like this interesting little red stripe to it, and it looked cool, but I don't know that it looked like a Wildwood. Now, it really looks like a member of the family. I think the way that it should. Something else that's new for 22 that's a little hard to see is these now have a standard roof solar prep plug in addition to the portable little side panel plug over here. You do have the option of getting, I believe it's a 100-watt factory, they call it extended dry camp package, which is cool. I mean, that's very cool that you have the option of doing that, but this is not the type of class of camper where you, without some serious aftermarket money, you're going to be living off the grid the entire time. That portable panel, though, in conjunction with the roof panel, you could get some pretty respectable juice going on this thing. And I don't know how well it's translating to camera, but that graphite-colored lower accent color band right by the skirt line, it's got like a glittery sort of effect on it. It just looks awesome in this direct sunlight. The door is anti-slam, which is important because it's right next to that awning arm right there. And this is our patio space if you're kind of looking at the outline of the awning. You've got that awesome door side window giving you amazing views of your site and awesome airflow on the inside. Plus, this is the K in the DBK, I believe. The camp kitchen. You got the little slide-out griddle station, Dad's medicine cabinet on the right-hand side. Of course, there's a propane cooker hooker down below. And I almost wish they gave us a rear wall access door to that funny little pocket over there, but hey, I'll take difficult to reach storage over no storage or wasted space every single time. Then again, with that tail light right there, that might have been an impossible ask. Sometimes you look at something from one angle and you go, why don't they do that? And then you turn the corner and you go, oh, that's why. We're back up camera ready. The outside shower. There's two things I want to point out on this that I think are boring but awesome features for an RV to have that a lot of campers don't. First of which is that full hot cold outside shower. Secondly, as we wrap around this, right above the wheel, there's a black tank flush. Campers like this, I could be described as entry level, basic, words like that. They all sound derogatory, but simple series, budget focused, etc. A lot of times those things, you're lucky to get one or the other of a black flush or an outside shower. This has both. It does not have allowances for a ladder, but it does have a fully walkable roof. And then once again, like the bigger Wildwoods, this does now have the enclosed accessibility where the tanks are located. I want to clarify though, because a lot of times when you hear accessibility, you think, okay, enclosed, protected, and heated. It is enclosed. It is protected. It is not a heated underbelly. I don't want to give people the wrong impression on that. And then once again, that 7'6" body width, it gives us the extra space inside for those bigger bunks, but it's not so big that it's going to feel real intimidating. Little things too, like just the little safety chain hooks, the 7-way plug holster so it's not, falling down in the dirt and the mud getting all nasty. Little stuff like that is just nice. Battery disconnect switch so when it's in storage, that fridge, if you forget it, doesn't accidentally eat the battery alive. And then, like I said, get you down here. If you need to, if you have to get to the holding tanks for something, the underbelly here is enclosed, and each of these things is a little sectionalized panel that can drop individually and then come back up. It's just gonna, basically it's more serviceable and it's not going to leave long-term symptoms that you had work done on it.
Yeah, well, I heard chicks dig scars. Not on their campers, they don't.
So if you like the way that we go about things, showing you the good, the bad, and everything in between, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. And as always, leave me some notes. What do you like about this one? What would you change given the opportunity? In time, Catalina will be building something like this, but currently, this floor plan I've not found from like anybody but Wildwood. And where I think this one really slides in awesome is there's floor plans similar to this that are longer and heavier and on a tandem axle, but if they're just a little bit like too much for your vehicle, you're like, man, I got like a 5,000 pound or a 5,500 pound tow rating. I just can't tow those things. This one you can. Now, obviously you could hook up to it with a dually if you wanted to, but I don't think you need to get into that. You got a tow package, mid-size pickup, an appropriate package on an SUV. You're gonna be happy here. So when you're ready, we're ready. Give us a call. All we ask for in exchange for all the effort is just a fair shake at working with you. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.
You're hot. Always.